Good morning. This is Paula, and I'm at the Giodone Library, and this is Paula's Picks. And today I have some very funny stories for you about Thanksgiving. The first one is called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." It was written and illustrated by Dave Pilkey, and I am reading this with permission from Scholastic Publishers. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving. Bet you know what's going to happen, huh? 'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees the fall leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze. 8 children had boarded their school bus with grins in hopes that a field trip soon would begin. They sang as they rode through autumn terrains, while visions of drumsticks danced in their brains. Over rivers, through woods, with winding and weaves, their school bus sailed on through the new fallen leaves. When out of the road, there arose such a clatter. They threw down their windows to see what was the matter. When what would their wondering eyes should they see but a miniature farm and 8 tiny turkey? And a little old man, so lively and rugged, they knew in a moment it was Farmer Mac Nugget. He was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. And then in a twinkling they heard in the straw the prancing and pawing of each little claw. More rapid than chickens, his cockerels they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Ollie, now Stanley, now Larry and Moe, on Wally, on Beaver, on Ship and Groucho. The turkeys were chunky with smiled beak faces, and they greeted the children with downy embraces. So out through the barnyard they ran and they flew, and they gobbled and giggled, as friends sometimes do. Then somebody spotted an axe by the door, and she asked Farmer Nugget what it was for. With a blink of his eye and a twist of his head, the old farmer told a grim tale of dread. Tonight, said McNugget, these feathery beasts will be chopped up and roasted for Thanksgiving feasts. The children stood still as tears filled their eyes. Then they clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. Oh dear, cried McNugget, now what shall I do? So he dashed to the well, and the teacher went too. And they fetched some water fresh from the ground in hopes that a swig might calm everyone down. And when they returned to quiet the matter, the children were calmer and mysteriously fatter. The boys and the girls drank up their drinks in the hay, then thanked old McNugget and waddled away. They limped to the school bus, all huffing and puffing. It's not easy to walk with hot turkey stuffing. And then, as the school bus drove off in the night, McNugget looked round, not a turkey in sight. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and the stars up above shone down on the school bus, abounding with love. The very next evening, 8 families were blessed with 8 fluffy Thanksgiving turkeys as guests. They feasted on veggies with jelly and toast, and everyone was thankful, the turkeys the most. So each one gave thanks for love and for living, and they all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. And so, of course, that was twas the night before Christmas. He just changed everything, huh? Dave Pilkey. So this next one is to the house that Jack built. Remember heard this is the house that Jack built? Well, this is the turkey, is what it's called. And it's written by Abby Levine, illustrated by Paige, Bill, and Fry. And I am reading this with permission from Albert Whitman and Company. This is the turkey. I think you're going to recognize this. Robin. This is the turkey to shout about, and Max is the one who is picking it out. This is the pan where it roasts away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. This is the sister who kneads the bread as Dad stirs the cranberries, ruby red, while the turkey is roasting away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. This is the uncle with salad greens. This is the aunt with her famous beans, who kisses the sister, admires the bread, and praises the cranberries ruby red, while sniffing the turkey that's roasting away for the guests who are coming on Thanksgiving Day. These are the cousins who come to play with Max and his sister Thanksgiving Day. These are the neighbors, their arms piled high with cookies and brownies and pumpkin pie. This is a turkey to shout about, and soon Max's mother will take it out. This is the broccoli, quite a lot. This is the stuffing, piping hot. These are the cranberries, ruby red, the yams, the gravy, the homemade bread. This is the table with a beautiful spread. This is the turkey to shout about, crispy and golden. Yikes! There it goes flying. Watch out! Splash, right in the aquarium. Oh no. This is the grandma who said, Max dear, we have all that we need because everyone's here. This is the grandpa who takes his seat. No turkey, no problem. I'm hungry, let's eat. This is the thanks for all that's good. Home and family and friends and food. This is the time to pass salad greens, a heaping bowl of famous beans, bunches of broccoli in a pot, savory stuffing piping hot, oceans of cranberries, ruby red, yams and gravy and homemade bread. And after a little time has gone by, cookies and brownies and pumpkin pie. These are the games, and this is the fun after Thanksgiving dinner is done. These are the guests as they go away. This is the end of a happy day. This is Max, who says, I bet we had the best Thanksgiving yet. So to the house that Jack built. Next one, I have a book about Bear. Bear says thanks. And this is written by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. And I'm reading this with permission from Simon & Schuster. Bear says thanks. These are nice big pictures. Let me see if I can do this one right, because the other page is blank. All alone in his cave, Bear listens to the wind. He is bored, 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 and he misses his friends. I could make a big dinner, a feast I could share, but he looks through his cupboard, and his cupboard, which way, is bare. There we go. That's better. There, his cupboard is bare. Then Mouse stops by with a huckleberry pie, and the bear says, "Thanks." I don't know if you can see it. He's down there, and he's got this tiny little pie. Bear says, "Goodness me, a delectable pie. But I have nothing," he adds with a sigh. Then they hear, "Hi-ho," and they both see Hare with a big batch of muffins at the door of his lair. There's Hare. Hare hurries in from the cold, rushing wind, and the bear says, "Thanks." "Of course," said Hare. Then he points to the door. "Here comes Badger. He's got even more." There's Badger. He has fish. "Brr," said Badger as he tromps inside. He sits down his pole and he smiles real wide. "I'm back from a stroll at the old fishing hole." And the bear says, "Thanks." Then Gopher and Mole tunnel up from the ground. "We have warm honey nuts. Let's pass them around." There's a flap and a flitter and a flurry in the den, when in flutters Owl with Raven and Wren. "We have pears from the tree and herbs to brew tea." And the bear says, "Wait." Bear mutters and he stutters and he wears a big frown. Bear sighs and he moans and he plops himself down. "You have brought yummy treats. You are so nice to share. But me, I have nothing. My cupboard is bare." Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret. There's enough, dear bear. You don't need any food. You have stories to share." His friends hug him tight. "It will be all right." And the bear says, "Thanks." They lay out their feast on a quilt on the ground, and the bear takes a seat with his friends gather round. In a cave in the woods, in a warm, bright lair, the friends feel grateful for their good friend Bear. They pass around platters, they tweet and they chatter. Get that good picture? And they all say thanks. Nice big book, but it's hard to hold. So my last story is called Thanks for Thanksgiving. It is by Julie Marks, illustrated by Doris Barrett. Now this one has great big pictures too in a smaller book. Thanks for Thanksgiving. Get up more. Oh, and I am reading this with permission from HarperCollins Publishers. Thanks for Thanksgiving, for turkey and pie. Thank you for fall and gold leaves floating by. Thank you for school. I love to feel smart. Thank you for music and dancing and art. Thank you for play dates, for swings and for slides. Thank you for hopscotch and piggyback rides. Thanks for sweet puppies and soft furry cats. Thank you for dress up, red shoes and big hats. Thanks for umbrellas, for rain boots and puddles. Thank you for mommy and warm, cozy cuddles. Thank you for daddy and rides on a sled. Thank you for kittens and tucks into beds. Thank you for the moon and the stars up above. But most of all, thanks for the family I love. Very pretty pictures. If you want to take a look at these pictures closer, because there's so much going on in them, remember that this is called Thanks for Thanksgiving by Julie Marks, because you can check them out. And now I want to show you how to make this. It is a turkey drumstick headband. Isn't that pretty cool? I love this craft. And it is actually very easy. First of all, you need some construction paper and cut into strips because we're going to make a band out of it. Now, I like the big, wide band, but you don't necessarily have to have that wide of a band. You can have a smaller band to glue the drumsticks on. And then, of course, because I'm using 9x12 construction paper, I need 2 strips for my head. And you can either tape it, like I did on the wide band, or you can staple it, or you can glue it together, one side, and then measure it around your head. And then I'm going to staple. The only bad thing, the staple works really well, but then you have these silver staples that stand out. That's one of the things that I don't like to staple for. But it does make a very nice band, and that's just not going over my thing. But there's the band that you'll have around your head. And then to make the drumsticks, you need brown paper sacks, just the lunch sacks. Open it up. There it is. And then you need like newspaper, other type of comfort paper. You could use grocery bags to stuff it. And what you want is the end. It makes a lot of noise. What you want is the end to have all the stuffing. You don't want like half of it. You don't want stuffing, just the end. And then you just kind of have to mold it because you don't want it to look square. You want it to look round, like a turkey leg. So you mold it to look round. And then for this end, you want to twist. Twist that. That's going to be like the bone part. And then you need, I have a Kleenex here, tissue paper, white, that you're going to put around. Yes. And then secure that with a rubber band. We have these really cool colored rubber bands, and this one is a black one, which worked really neat with this. That's why just use what you have at home, because sometimes you can find the best stuff that you wouldn't have thought of. So then you have your drumstick, and then it is, I lost my band. Where did it go? Oh, well. Oh, there it is. All right. Then the best way to secure the drumstick on your band is to staple. So find the side, because you want the drumsticks to stick out on your sides. And then staple. And see, it really only takes one. And then you do the second one, and you have a drumstick headband that is very funny. So thank you for joining me. Next Monday, we will be doing STEAM stories, and I'll show you how to make catapults so that we can catapult cranberries and or mini marshmallows. And I'd like to let you know that today and tomorrow, today and Monday, tomorrow Tuesday, the library buildings will still be open, but on Wednesday, we are going back to our curbside service. So you can still get books. Put them on hold online. We will get them for you. Give us a call. We will pull books for you. We'll pull, if you like a bunch of books about cars or a bunch of books about dogs, we can do that. And then we will deliver them to your curbside. We're also doing curbside printing, and that's going to start on Wednesday again. But thank you for joining me, and have a good day.